Hey guys, the following is a clip taken from the 180 podcast. If you enjoy, check us out everywhere you can listen to podcasts. We have our top 5 picks for the week. We will just go down the list and give a short, brief explanation and go from there. And this week, there's actually a little bit of a difference between our picks, so that's interesting. So I'll go down my list first. I have the Panthers -3 against the Falcons. I think the Falcons are a joke of a team. I think the Panthers are actually a decent team that were fairly competitive against the Saints. So I'm taking Panthers -3 against the Falcons. I think pretty solid pick. And next, I'm going to take the Packers -7 against the Vikings. Right, the Vikings, again, one of those teams that are in the bottom rung of the NFL this year. Not looking too great. Aaron Rodgers got Devontae Adams back. His key offensive weapon. Aaron Jones' health is in question. If he comes back, that's even better. Packers -7, easy pick. Next, we have the Chargers -3. I think that, again, Justin Herbert will put up the points. I think he's just been on a roll. He's been in a competitive game against the Saints and the Bucks. Though he lost both of those games, they were high-scoring affairs, and it took a Brady comeback to beat the Chargers. So I do like that game as well. Next, I have the Saints -4. I think that the Bears are, again, looking and showing that they're really a pretender and not a contender. And I think the Saints, if Michael Thomas comes back, will just make it even sweeter to bet that -4 line. Definitely take the Saints -4. Finally, in the divisional rivalry game, I have the Steelers and the 3.5 points. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Steelers are overall more well-rounded and complete on all sides of the ball. Vikas mentioned their underrated special teams. I think all those aspects in consideration and the points, I'm taking the Steelers. So that is my top 5 for week 8, and I need to fix that. This is week 6.
And I'll just go through my top 5 while you're doing that. My top 5, plus 2.5. I think the Browns, as good as they've looked, they haven't looked good against good teams. I think the Raiders, they've looked great against good teams. They put up a great showing against the Saints and the Chiefs. And so I think against the Browns, they'll have no problem. Hopefully their role players come out. Josh Jacobs, hopefully he runs all over the Browns. I like the Raiders to actually win the game. And so I got Raiders plus 2.5. Packers -7, easy enough. They destroy the Vikings first time around. Devontae Adams demolishes that Vikings secondary. And if Aaron Jones comes back, that's just the icing on the cake, because the Vikings, they just can't seem to get anything going this season. Chargers -3. They've looked great in the previous games. They beat the Jaguars right before the bye by, I believe, 10. And so against lesser teams, I think the Chargers have a great shot of winning, and that'll reign true against the Broncos. The Broncos have looked terrible this season. Drew Lock just coming back from injury. Maybe he gets back into the groove of things, but he's only thrown 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions this season. That is not great at all. And so I believe the Chargers will take this one by at least 3. Bucks -11. I'm a homer. I think the Bucks will destroy the Giants. They've been on a roll ever since they ever since they lost the Bears. They just want to show, hey, we're kind of the greatest team in the NFL. And so the Giants defense, terrible. I don't think they'll be able to contain Brady. Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, I think those will be the X factors in the game. That 1-2 punch at running back is really valuable. Then you've got the Titans -6. I think as decent as the Bengals have looked, Joe Burrow really keeps them in the game, but the Titans are a premier offense. They're not a pretender. They showed that when they were coming back against the Steelers. And so I think the Titans, although their secondary may get pinpointed by Joe Burrow, I think the Titans will take that one by at least a touchdown.
Gotcha. And yeah, that's going to be our top 5. We have 2 games in common, and that would be the Packers and the Chargers. And, this week there's some really good picks, so hope you guys bet with us and make some money.
I went a little risque this week. I wanted to pick it outside of the box, see if, I wanted to get away from my comfort zone. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to start sports betting, we have our Bovada link in the description. If you like this tank, this is available at karmastyles.com. Link also in the description. Please follow us on all our socials, subscribe, do all the sorts, and thank you for watching.